Steve Irwin was born on February 22, 1962, in Essendon, Victoria, Australia. From the very beginning, his life was intertwined with the natural world. He loved animals from a young age. His childhood was filled with adventures, exploring the outdoors and discovering the wonders of wildlife. My parents, Bob and Lynn Irwin, owned a wildlife park. They instilled in me a deep respect and love for all creatures, great and small. Steve grew up surrounded by amazing creatures. His home was a sanctuary where he could learn firsthand about the behavior and needs of various species. He learned how to care for them, understanding the delicate balance of nature and the importance of each animal in the ecosystem. Steve was fascinated by all animals. From the smallest insects to the largest reptiles, he saw beauty and value in every living being. I was passionate about conservation. I believed that by protecting animals, we were also protecting our planet and future generations. I wanted to protect animals and their habitats. It was my mission to ensure that these incredible creatures could thrive in the wild. He believed in sharing his love for wildlife with others. Steve's enthusiasm was infectious, and he wanted everyone to appreciate the natural world as much as he did. Steve knew education was key. He dedicated his life to teaching people about animals, hoping to inspire a new generation of conservationists. He wanted to teach people about the importance of conservation. Through his TV shows and public appearances, he reached millions around the world. He hoped to inspire others to make a difference. Steve's legacy lives on, encouraging us all to protect and cherish the natural world. Steve's parents, Bob and Lynn Irwin, started a small reptile park in 1970. They had a deep passion for wildlife and wanted to share it with the world. It was called the Birwa Reptile Park, a modest place that quickly became a local favorite.
Steve grew up helping his parents at the park. From a young age, he was surrounded by animals and learned the importance of conservation. He learned how to handle snakes, crocodiles, and other reptiles with care and respect. His skills and confidence grew as he spent more time with these incredible creatures. Steve loved being around the animals. His enthusiasm was infectious, and he dreamed of one day turning the park into a world-renowned zoo.
The park grew over the years, expanding its facilities and increasing its collection of animals. It was a labor of love for the Irwin family. It became the Australia Zoo in 1992, a name that would soon become synonymous with wildlife conservation and education. Steve and his wife Terry worked together at the zoo. They were a dynamic duo, both passionate about animals and dedicated to the zoo's mission. They shared a passion for wildlife and conservation, working tirelessly to educate the public and protect endangered species.
Steve and I continued to grow the zoo, adding new exhibits and expanding our conservation efforts. It was a dream come true for both of us. It became a major tourist attraction, drawing visitors from all over the world who wanted to experience the magic of Australia Zoo and learn about its incredible wildlife.
Steve became known for his enthusiastic personality. His energy was infectious, and his love for wildlife was evident in every word he spoke. Whether he was talking about a tiny insect or a massive crocodile, his excitement never wavered. He loved to teach people about animals. Steve believed that education was the key to conservation. He often said that if people understood animals better, they would be more inclined to protect them. He wanted to show that even the most dangerous creatures were important. Steve had a unique ability to connect with animals that others might fear. He demonstrated that every creature has a role in the ecosystem. I started appearing on television in the 1990s. It was a new and exciting way to reach people. I wanted to bring the wonders of the natural world into their living rooms. My goal was to share my passion with the world. I wanted everyone to see the beauty and importance of wildlife. It wasn't just about entertainment, it was about education and conservation. His show, The Crocodile Hunter, became a global success. It captivated audiences with its thrilling encounters and heartfelt messages. Steve's fearless approach and genuine love for animals made the show a hit. People were amazed by Steve's bravery. They watched in awe as he got up close and personal with some of the world's most dangerous animals. His courage inspired many to learn more about wildlife. He got close to dangerous animals. Steve's interactions were not just for show, they were educational. He wanted to dispel myths and fears about these creatures. He taught viewers about their behavior. By explaining why animals acted the way they did, Steve helped people understand and respect them more. His lessons were always engaging and informative. Steve used his platform to promote conservation. He was passionate about protecting wildlife and their habitats. Through his work, he raised awareness and inspired action to preserve the natural world for future generations.
Steve created a show for children in 2003. Steve Irwin's Croc Files aired on Discovery Kids.
The show was a hit with young viewers. Steve's energy and enthusiasm were contagious. He made learning about animals fun and exciting.
Steve's passion inspired a new generation of conservationists. Children looked up to him as a role model. He taught them the importance of respecting wildlife. Steve's message resonated with audiences of all ages.
Steve Irwin tragically passed away on September 4, 2006. He was killed by a stingray barb while filming a documentary. His death was a shock to the world. People mourned the loss of a true wildlife warrior.
Steve's legacy continues to inspire people today. His work at Australia Zoo carries on. His family continues his mission of conservation.
Steve Irwin's passion for wildlife will never be forgotten. He left a lasting impact on the world.